Hello friends, myself Dr. Hakam Singh. I am an orthopedic surgeon and this is my first video on this channel, and I have made this channel specifically for young budding orthopedic surgeon as this is a social media era and not many good and authentic sources are available online for the young orthopedic surgeons. And I will be mainly discussing about the special tests in orthopedics, various examination videos, various surgical videos, mainly the videos I will be performing, and I will mainly concentrate on the sports injury and their rehabilitation. Now, what is pivot shift? We want to first know what is pivot shift. Here you can see there are two figures, figure 1 and figure 2. Kindly excuse my drawing, it's not that good. As you can see here, you can appreciate the normal anatomy, femur, tibia. The brown one shown is the iliotibial tract and the red one is the torn ACL. The pink one is the flexion extension axis of knee, and here this is the Gerdy's tubercle where the iliotibial tract is inserted. And we need to know about the main functions of ACL. ACL has two main functions. First, it will prevent the anterior translation of tibia, means it will prevent the movement of tibia anteriorly over the femur, and second function is it will prevent the internal rotation of tibia. Now what happens if the ACL is torn? If the ACL is torn, there will be abnormal anterior translation and internal rotation of the tibia. Now here we will see in extension the axis of the iliotibial tract passes anterior to the flexion extension axis. So what will happen? The iliotibial tract will pull the lateral tibial plateau anteriorly, means internal rotation of the tibia will occur in extension. Now in flexion what will happen? As shown in the second figure, in flexion the axis of the iliotibial tract passes posterior to the flexion extension axis of the knee. Now what happens? In 20 to 30 degree of flexion, this iliotibial tract, it will pull the lateral tibial plateau posteriorly. Now what will happen? External rotation of tibia will happen. So this is the basis principle behind the pivot shift test. Now we will see how it is done. Here you can see I have internally rotated the tibia and I am giving a valgus force. I am giving a valgus force to the knee and I have internally rotated the tibia, and now I will slowly flex the tibia from extension to flexion. And in extension, the lateral tibial plateau is dislocated, means it is internally rotated or internally subluxated, and when I will flex this knee, it will reduce automatically. The basic purpose of internally rotating and valgus force is it will exaggerate that movement, it will exaggerate that subluxation or the reduction. Now we will see that in video. Here I have slowed the video down a bit so that you are able to appreciate it. Here you see on flexion the lateral tibial plateau is reduced, in extension it moves anterior. Here you can see this is the Gerdy tubercles, here iliotibial tract is attached. Now we will see in flexion it is reducing and in extension it is subluxating anteriorly. Now coming on to grading of pivot shift, first is grade 1. Grade 1 is simple slide of the lateral tibial plateau only you will be able to appreciate the test, and the clinical significance here is that it is present in partial ACL tears, mainly when there is anterior medial bundle tear, because the posterior lateral bundle is mostly responsible for the rotational control of the tibia, and it can also be present in cases of lax individual. So if grade 1 pivot is present, be ready that you can appreciate intraoperatively that the ACL is normal, it is not torn. Now coming on to grade 2. Grade 2, the tibia reduces with a clunk, and the person near to you will also be able to appreciate the reduction. And the clinical significance is that if grade 2 pivot shift is present, invariably it means that the ACL is torn, no matter what the MRI says. Now coming on to grade 3. In grade 3, It is gross pivot shift, means every person in the whole room will be able to appreciate your test. And the clinical significance here is it is present in chronic cases, and you have to see for other concomitant injuries like the ramp tear or the lateral meniscus tear, posterior horn tear. You have to see the other injuries, other hidden injuries. Now we will see another video for a pivot shift test. Here this is a pre-op patient with on the left side it is a grade 2 pivot shift positive, and on the right side it is grade 3. Here you can see on extension it is subluxating, and on flexion it is beautifully reducing the lateral tibal plateau as I shown with my thumb here, like that. And on the right side you will see that it is grade 3. Everyone in the room will be able to appreciate, and it is a gross pivot shift test. Now for a grade 3, it is usually advisable to do anterolateral ligament reconstruction, which we did in this patient along with bilateral ACL reconstruction. I hope you liked this video, and if you have any doubts regarding pivot shift or any other topic in the whole of orthopedics, especially in sports medicine, you can WhatsApp me, and you can also give me the topics you want me to make videos on. And if you like this video, kindly subscribe, share, comment, and see you in next video.